President Trump is moving to weaken vehicle mileage rules for the auto industry. If the plan is finalized next year, it would significantly reduce fuel economy requirements through the 2031 auto model year. The rules specify how many miles vehicles must be able to drive on a gallon of gasoline.
To break down what this means for drivers, we're joined now by Jessica Caldwell. She's the head of insights at car shopping website Edmunds. Thank you so much for being here this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
So we'd like you to explain the rule change and what exactly it does for automakers.
Yeah, so this is a very old rule. It's corporate average fuel economy. So basically it sets standards of across an automaker, like for instance, General Motors or Ford or Toyota. They have to average a certain level of fuel efficiency. And these targets have become more stringent because the former administration, the Biden White House, wanted tighter standards on fuel efficiency and wanted electric vehicles to grow, plug-in hybrids, all of those things that we see around the rest of the world, not as much in the United States. And President Trump and his administration is going to dial that back. So those targets that they were trying to reach are not suddenly so ambitious anymore.
Okay, so President Trump argues that the rule change will make cars more affordable. What kind of savings can people expect?
Well, and are they going to have savings in the long run?
Well, yeah, that's sort of the funny thing about this. If you're going to think, okay, people out there, they're struggling, inflation has been high, let's create something that makes cars more affordable. It certainly isn't this, because right now I would say a lot of folks are looking at maybe buying a car in the next month, maybe the next 6 months. This isn't going to change necessarily anything. Perhaps in the long run, too, if you buy a car that is less fuel efficient, you're going to be paying longer for gas. So those people that drive their car until the wheels fall off, that's a long time you're going to be paying for a less fuel efficient vehicle. So it is maybe in a roundabout way some savings, because maybe automakers now can focus on not electric vehicles and gas powered vehicles, which are in essence cheaper, but it's very nebulous.
I feel like if you are an automaker, this year has been so confusing. You have tariffs where, we're talking about cars imported from overseas are going to see tariffs, but then it turns out there are all these parts in cars that are American made that have tariffs on them. Now you have this changing. I mean, can you just talk about in the auto industry just kind of what a roller coaster it's been?
I mean, it's been complete whiplash, because if you think about the last administrations, Obama, Trump, Biden, Trump, all very philosophically different every 4 years. So not just in 2025, but just in the past, decade, that things have just changed, because, the auto industry is complex. You're not making a sweater or a pencil, you're building a car. So it takes many, many years to create a plan and execute it. And the thing about this is that another administration, if it was to change philosophies in a few years, they can probably dial this back, and they would. And so automakers are trying to, who knows how much they're really going to change their plan, because they know that it could change again in 3 to 4 years. So likely there's probably not going to be a ton of long-term change. And yes, it has been between tariffs and also tariffs on just on material costs as well, not just on the cars themselves. It's been a challenging year for automakers.
Whew, it's a roller coaster.
I know. All right. Well,
Jessica,
thank you so much.